Hello everybody, and welcome to the part 64 of the Arduboy dev stream. Yeah, I'm still happy to be here and continue to develop the Rick Arduous game on the Arduboy platform. I read some of your comments on my last video. Some mentioned that the sound was a bit low, so I tried to modify it. Modify the volume in OBS. Actually, I'm using a USB microphone, which seems to be a bit low on Windows 10, but I did some research and everything is at the maximum. But I think I can boost it in OBS. So that's what I did. You can tell me if you think it's better. I've done some tests. It seems a bit better for me, but you tell me. Okay, so also I got a comment saying that it's a bit difficult to follow. Yes, for sure. This is the episode 64, so it's not the first episode. So yeah, for beginner maybe a bit harsh because I already explained a lot of stuff in the first episode, and in that one I was just going faster, assuming that you already know certain things, already know the game engine that we wrote for this game. But I do realize also that since there was 7 months between the 63 and the 60 and the 62. So I guess there's maybe new people just stumbling on the video. Well, I would just suggest you to watch early episode. Maybe you can start by episode 1 if you want. I understand that's a very long series, but then there it will be maybe a bit slower, a bit easier for you. Alright, so anyway, thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, I'm very happy. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. I enjoy just coding and stream explaining what I'm doing while I code. So I'm also happy if you enjoy watching it. Alright, so during last episode 63, we had the issue. We were trying to implement the boulder, the rolling boulder, big rolling boulder, and we had some problem displaying the shadow. Well, actually the bug was very simple and very stupid. This is just me that didn't display the correct sprite. Instead of boulder, it was instead of boulder shadow, it was just boulder here. Maybe you have noticed it when you were watching the stream. So of course I should display the correct image, and that works much better. And then after I got my correct sprite drawn, I noticed there was still some problem about what it was drawing, so I fixed that also. So basically the sprite ID is this one, the anim frame ID. So I shifted by 1 because I just want to divide by 2, which means the frame ID is either, so it can be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 4 frame, so 0, 1, 2, 3, but actually we only have 2 image. Let me show you the sprite again. Let me launch Paint. Just a minute, I will switch the view. Yeah. So if you remember, we have split our boulder into just half, like this. Basically, so that's why we have just two frame, but we have a 4 step of animation, mainly for the shadow, 1, 2, 3, 4, for the shadow to rotate like this. So basically for the frame 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, for the frame 0 and 3. Oh, so this is the shadow. Sorry, I'm confusing you. And this was the sprite data. Let me show you this again. So here we are. I'm drawing the boulder, so the circle, 2 times here and here. Okay, we're just drawing this. We are drawing normally, and the second draw we are drawing it in mirror phase. Okay, but this is for the shadow. So let me open the shadow image correctly. All right, so here is so this is the shadow, and we also have basically two half. So you can see that this part, okay, this is only this one is the shadow actually, and first drawn like that, and then we draw it mirror, but mirror upside down, because our engine cannot draw a mirror vertically. We could have implemented, but it's a bit maybe a bit slow. Maybe the algorithm is a bit complicated because you have to revert the bit on one char. So that's maybe a bit difficult. So we didn't implement it, at least in that game engine. So it's probably more optimized to just use another sprite. Okay, so as you can see, this sprite here, the mirror, vertical mirror, so from like this up to down, is a vertical mirror of that sprite. Okay, and okay, I didn't put on the same line, of course, because that's 2 separated sprites. Okay, so we have one sprite of 1, 2, 3, 4, and they have the same sprite 1, 2, 3, 4, but mirror vertically. So basically what I'm saying is we want to rotate, we want to draw the shadow like 1 here, then 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like rotate like this. Okay, so basically if it's 1, we want the sprite, the first sprite. If it's 2, we want the also the same sprite, but this time we will mirror horizontally, but the mirror horizontally is done inside the code, right? So if it's 1 and 2, we want to draw this one, 1 and 2, and if it's 3 and 4, so we want to draw this one, 3 and 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, yes, you divide by 2. If it's 1 or 2, it's if it's 0 or 1, it's 0. If it's 2 or 3, it's 2. That's why here I'm just using the frame ID divided by 2 to make it the correct boulder shadow here. And here we had what we wrote last time, so this one didn't change. I just renamed the variable. Is the shadow right? So is the shadow is right or left? So if it's right, if it's frame 0 or frame 3, then it's not, and if it's frame 1 or 2, then it's right. Okay, so 0 it's left, 1 is right, 2 is right, 3 is left. Okay, left, right, right, left. Okay, so basically this one tells me if it's a right mirror on right, and that's why I give it this as mirror parameters for drawing the bitmap. Okay, and for the position X, that's yeah, that didn't change that, to draw it at the correct place. All right, so I think with that it should be okay. And as you can see, we have our rolling boulder. Maybe let me kill myself. I have 5 life. Yeah. Okay. And as you can see, because the boulder is lethal, so that means it also kills the stalagmite, which is interesting. I didn't expect it that, but that's cool. Nothing to do. Yeah. But okay, the first remark I can say is probably it's rolling too fast, so the ball is over rolling. So basically, the shadow is turning fast while the ball is moving slowly. So the speed of the ball is correct, because as I mentioned before, it should be the same speed as the main character, the player. But it's just the rolling speed animation that should slow down to make it more realistic, like the ball is not sliding while rotating. Drifting maybe is the word. So it's like the ball is over rotating based on what is advancing, so it's like a drift. All right, so which means this so can we change the animation frame ID? Probably. Speed, I mean, because this one, as you can see, is mainly used for the shadow, basically. Because anyway we draw the two half of the boulder no matter what, and that means we have to slow down this. But the moving direction, the X, this we keep it, so the anime speed, this is correct. So let's decouple that. We can just probably have two. We can anim rotation speed. I can use another variable, and that should be okay. So let's give that another value. So let's double it for now. I don't really know, maybe it should be even slower. And yeah, compile time means T time for me. Okay. Oh, moving direction is local variable. Okay. Let's move this out. All right, so okay, much better. I think it should be even slower. I'm not sure. Let's try. A little bit slower, maybe 8, maybe 10. Let's I'll try 10, but I think 10 will be too slow. But let's try it. I need due to the camera the webcam that is filming my Arduboy. Okay, yeah, I feel it's a bit slow. Yeah, due to the camera, I cannot myself see the screen of my Arduboy. That's a bit crazy. So I check it on the OBS screen. I think. Yeah, I think 8 will be perfect. Let's try with 8. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. That gave a good feeling. All right, good. All right, in terms of memory, we are at 85% of the code. But we still need some some kind of physics for the roller. Let's before adding the physics, let's check the other direction. Just to see that it is working also in the other direction. So I forgot, for the direction we used the mirror X property. Okay, so let's go to the it's game manager. No, it's not game manager, so it's map manager, map data. Okay, and then I will set the mirror X property to my boulder. And I will probably move it more to the right, so let's say 80, no, 70. Okay, let's try that. There's a bug. There's a bug in the draw of the shadow, not in the movement. It seems that the frame 3 is not properly drawn, so let's fix that. Okay, so X plus moving direction, anim frame plus moving direction. So if the frame ID start with 0, then we have -1, -1, -2, -3, modular 4. I have a doubt. Let's check something like that. So I'm using the programmer, so just the calculatrice, but I use the programmer. Sorry, it's in French. My OS is in French. And what is -1? Mod 4. It's 1. And -2 mod 4. It's -2. What? 2 minus modular 4. It keep the sign. Okay. Why does it keep the sign? I thought it should not. -1 modulo 4. Oh, it's -1. It keep the sign. Okay, not good. Not good, because if it keep the sign, then that means this is not correct. That means, yeah. But we still want to animate in the opposite direction. So okay, and I guess -3 modulo 4 should be -3, right? Okay. Okay, so this is not good for this, obviously. You're referencing outside of the boundary of the array. This is not good for this also. But like I said, we still want to animate like 0, 3, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, and not 0, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I need absolute value, but I'm just so if it's 0, I can just do the ABS on this one. Will it work? Yeah, 0 will be -1. No, because after that, if I have -1, I still need to keep this anim ID going in that direction. -1, -2. No, 0, 1, 2. Oh, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. No, it's not good. 0, 3, 2, 1. Ha. Actually, to go in reverse direction is like 3 minus anim ID, something like that. 3 minus anim ID. But you still animate in the right direction. 0, 1, 2, 3. But there 3 minus 0 is 3. Then 1 becomes 2. Then 2 becomes 1, and 3 becomes 0. Alright, so let's just do this. And so we can add a if, or can I just add a multiplication? Maybe. Just to avoid a if. I'm not sure if it's no, that would be negative if I do that. Let's do if for now. Just trying to save some code because we are really reaching the end. Okay. I lost the camera. No, I know I lost the. I lost my Arduboy. Sorry. Come on. Sorry. There's a force contact on the... Okay. Let's go back. All right. Okay, so this time I lost the camera, sorry. All right, so no, it's just doing the frame 0 and 3. That's strange. Okay. But this time I think we draw the correct frame, the correct sprite. So if we are reversed, like I said, we are, if that's 0, then it becomes 3, which is a problem for here. 0 should stay 0, so if it's 1, I want it to be 3, so it should be 4 then. Like 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 minus 1 is 3, but 4 minus 0 is 4, which I want modulo also. How about that? Seems good. Nope. Only 2 frames. I don't want to change the frame ID. I just want to change the order in which they are drawn, so that this one stay the same. Okay, for me, what I'm trying to do is like frame ID 0 is here, then 1, 2, and 3. And now what I want to do is 0, 4, 3, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1. So we start with frame ID 0, then it becomes 1. But if it's 1, I want actually to be 3. So this become 3 minus 1, 3. Then we have, then it becomes 2, and 2 should be 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay, then we have 3, which becomes 1. Then we have, after 4. Okay, so I think I should not do this, because then it becomes 4. If it's 4, it's 0. And then that becomes 4 minus 0. It's also 0. I think I can rewrite it like this. Can I write it like this? Not sure if that compile. Sorry, I'm trying to rewrite the code. Sorry, let me save. Okay, so yeah, this should work. Why we don't have the correct drawing on the right part of it? So it's the shadow X. I know. I may probably not drawn on this correct. Let's draw in invert just to debug it. No, doesn't change. Let me let's try if we didn't break the moving on to the right. Okay, to the right is correct. Then to the left. Four minus, actually this 4 should be this one. And modulo it. The shadow right should be correct. Oh, oh, okay. I still increase from 0 to 1, but yeah, I wanted to add the moving direction for sure. My mistake. Okay, so yeah, I want to rotate the other direction, like 0, then I go to -1. But if I do this, then I should do a plus here. No, that was correct. Just a plus plus. I just increase from 0 to 1. So 0 will become 1. Yeah. I'm sorry, I cannot find my bug here. Maybe we'll move on and implement the physics, but and then yeah. Since this one is never true. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So let's use a left boulder for now, and we'll fix that outside of the stream. Okay, so actually I can commit this change. Commit. Sorry, just a minute, please. Okay. Yeah. So what we have changed, we have tried to fix the rotation. Okay, this one we should keep it black. We try to change the to fix the animation when going from left, and we have added a new animation for the shadow, animation speed for the shadow. Okay, so animation speed for the shadow of the boulder, and try to fix the animation of the shadow of the boulder shadow when moving to left. All right. Okay, so no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't launch my. All right, so let's continue. So how to Eh? Okay, I guess I need to relaunch the Arduino. Okay, so let's just a second, sorry. So let's try to add some physics to this. How can we do that? So we have a physics module, physics manager, to help for that. I kind of forget how it works. That's the FX, sorry, not the physics. Physics is here. So what is the API? Start for, update for, stop for. Okay. That return an ID, I think, and then stop for. Yeah. That's a 4, and that's parabolic trajectory. So I guess we probably need this one. Let's look into the code. Okay. And you give x and y and you get the value back. Okay, so we can try that. We'll see. So yeah, we can do it every time we move. So if we don't move, that no need for doing it. Move the boulder, compute the correct animation ID. Okay, so here we should check if we have a collision under the boulder. And oh, I just see a shadow rolling here. That's a strange bug. Just okay, it never stops, so I guess it reboot. Okay, so I guess we can just check the pixel under the center of the boulder. Well, actually we have 2 halves, and I think okay, we have 1, 2 pixel under. So I think we should test which one. Like, it depends in which direction you move, but let's see, let's say you move into the right. So if you move to the right, you should check if this one is under, has a pixel under. and then we should also check if there is collision here to stop. And I think the boulder will not bounce. Okay, we don't want the boulder to change direction, so we'll just stop once it reaches the wall. Stop here. So yeah. So we can just change the state if there is collision. And the collision you can, my camera is dying. The collision we can check here. I think we should check the wall 12 pixels on the side to stop. If we want to be more precise, we could check around each of these pixels or these pixels. Let's see, it's more code, so. And if I don't use a lot, if I just use it at the beginning, maybe it's no need to do so much code. Let's try the physics first, but because I think I want the boulder to fall like in the original game. Okay, so how to check the pixel collision under? I think it's in the map manager. Is there collision under something like that? Is there static collision? Is there any horizontal collision? Is there ladder? Yeah, is there static collision at? Is there solid sprite or ladder a specific? Okay, I think it's this function. Okay. If map manager static collision at, so x plus so x is this one plus 1 2 3 4. X is this one, 1 2 3 4. Yeah, 4. And y plus, so it should be 12, I think. Yeah, 12. So I just check one pixel, okay? If there is static collision at x plus 4 and y plus 12. And actually, if there is no, then I should start a trajectory. And the physics need what? Start x and velocity. And velocity is it's the velocity x, yeah. Okay. Well, velocity is quite easy. Velocity will be anim speed. And it should be x and y. And this will be, so we need to have an ID. I guess we need to store that. Okay, so that's a char, I think. Full ID, like physics full ID. this should probably be reset. I think I have invalid ID in the physics. Okay, yeah. Invalid full ID, invalid parabolic ID. Yep. Is there unsigned? Ah, yes, it's unsigned. Okay, no problem. No, I don't want to include physics in there. So we should have, we should implement the reset. So switch case for this one. And we should have a case for reset. Forgot. I need to check update step in the item. Depth step respawn. No, not this one. So let's reset this. Physics. Invalid parabolic ID. Break. All right. All right, so then we can add set this here. So check if we need to fall or start to fall. So if this is invalid, we can check. Actually, we always need to check. So let's write it like this. So char collision under as collision under. So we check this, and if there is no collision under, and if sorry, if there's no collider under, and if we are not already falling, then we can start to fall. Otherwise, no, that's sorry. Let's try it. Otherwise, I need to update it. So let's write it like this. Else we update it. What's the physics for that? Update, I need the ID, X and Y, and it's as reference. Okay. So we check the collision. If there is no collision, we check if it's invalid. We need to start one. Otherwise, if it's valid, we just update it. And otherwise, if there is a collision under and we are so maybe I can add a bool here, is falling. We are falling if it's not invalid. So if let's revert the two tests. Sorry, I'm optimizing while I'm coding. So else if we are falling, we should stop to fall. So I think it's stop, and I think we should give the ID, and I think here it's the ID and the parameters. So update ID XY, stop, just the ID. Okay. All right, so we are moving, and then we check if we need to fall or start the fall. So if we check collision under it, we check if we are already falling or not. If there is no collision, then if we are falling, we continue to fall. If we are not falling, we start to fall. Otherwise, if there is collision under, we stop falling. Seems pretty logical for me. Start to be dark. Let's add some light. And let's see if this compile. But the thing is, this normally should not be updated if we are falling. Because we are updating it here. So so maybe I should check. I should only move that if we are falling, but I don't know if I should do it after, before or after. Let's do it after. Move if we are not falling. Okay. Does it compile? Let me reset the camera, maybe. does not compile. I forgot to include the physics. X was not declared. It's a capital X, I think. Cannot bind R value. Oh, it's a reference, yes. It's not it's not a pointer, sorry. Okay, so the camera dead again. Oops. Push my PC a bit too strongly. Okay. Whoa. That's come on, camera. The camera's dead again. I think I have a false contact in my camera cable. It stopped moving, but I should here. Because I didn't reset the ID when I'm stopped falling. So let's do that, because I use it to detect if I'm falling or not. So up. Let's restart. Okay, cool. Hey, that's cool. That's really cool. This Rolling Boulder destroy everything on its way. Okay. But I'm not sure why it's jumping vertically. Yes, because probably, yeah, that's the basic behavior for this. So maybe I should use the fall instead of parabolic fall. Let's check again the physics. I think the API is the same, like start fall. I'd say you don't give X and Y. Update fall, ID, Y, stop fall. Oh yeah, if you don't have a velocity, that's a problem. Let's check the code. Maybe we just need to change a little bit the function. Like static somewhere, frame counter, velocity. That's the step. Update. X and Y. Parabolic velocity Y. Time frame counter. Half gravity. Okay, so that's the initial velocity in Y, which is which is valid parameter for, it's a private variable, I guess. Minus 30, yeah. So we just need to add the parameters for this function, and then that will be nice. Then there will be just a normal going down here. Yeah. I want to check who is using this. So I will search. Find no. So we have the block fragment, the boulder, the enemy, that's the physics, okay. Rick when he's dying, and that's the physics. That's Rick also. Okay, so Rick, enemy, boulder, and block fragment. That's not too many. Yeah. Okay, so let's change this, and then after I guess we can commit. No, actually I will commit first, and then we will change again. So let's commit. So here we have changed. Yeah, so we have added one more step. Well, one step in the state machine, which is the respawn to just reset falling state. And then we have started to implement the fall logic here when we are actually moving. And oh, by the way, I'm thinking maybe this, when the start should only be checked if you are moving, but the move, the update should probably done every time, every frame. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Well, that's okay. Just a small change. Okay, and then in the header file we just added one file for the physics fall idea. So add the physics falling behavior to the boulder. All right. And this, and now we can try to add this parameter. But then I will have to store it. That's why I didn't want to give it initially. Because if I give a parameter here, that means I need to store it into the struct that is updating. Because on the same screen you can have one with a moving, another with a moving up with a vertical velocity, one without, or one with different vertical velocity. But I don't want to increase this struct. That's why I just used the same one for everyone. So I guess instead we can just use a different function, or I guess we can just give it as a parameter of the function, or use different function. So we give it every time. Yeah, I need it in the update actually. This is where I use it actually. Yeah, I only use it here actually. Okay. Let's do that. Oh no, it's not unsigned char vertical velocity. Or I should call it velocity y, because I call it velocity x in the start. Yeah. And we can make the default value as can I make it optional value? I think so. Not sure if I should do it in the header file, or let's do it in the header file. So I move this variable here. No, not here. We'll put it here. Oops. Here, okay. Place it here. And then in the CPP, I just use it here. Does this compile? So we are at 27,410. No, it doesn't compile. Oh, I wanted to save all of them. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay, that compiles, so it's 27,410. I forgot what it was before. 27,4 something. I don't know if we lost. We didn't lost a lot. All right. That let's test. I think it doesn't. It should not change. Sorry about that. It didn't change. I think. Should not change the behavior. Okay, so that's the same, and that's the same. Okay. All right, and the enemy. Okay, everything's perfect. We are on track. So I don't need this. Okay, so now if I specify for my boulder, where's my boulder? In the update, I specify 0 value. Does it work? Yeah, that's harder for me to escape the boulder. Let's move the boulder a bit on the right. Let's go to the map data. (2030). Okay. Yeah, it moved a little bit. Yeah, it's just a little. Yeah. I'll put it at 20. Maybe I can the speed. So either I should update every frame, or I should increase the speed, the vertical x, the velocity x, because I feel it's not moving. It's not moving fast enough horizontally. Let me check when I update, for example, for Rick. I update if state every frame x death anim. No, actually I update it every frame. Okay, but okay, let's just increase the speed. We'll multiply the speed by I'm not sure if I should do that. Multiply the speed enemy speed 4. Yeah, I move it every 4 frame. I don't know. Let's multiply it by 2. That's much better. But yeah, I think you can see the boulder moving in stairs like that. It's probably because I need to update every frame. It would be smoother if I update every frame. So let's try differently. We'll keep this, but we will update every frame. I move the flag, it's falling here, and then I will move this out of this. The boulder, if it is falling, check if we need to start or stop to fall. Is it smoother like that? Why? Um, um, mm-hmm. Um, okay. I'm a bit confused. If we have collision, if it's falling. Oh, I moved the update, sorry. So, okay, falling. So if there's no collision, I'm not falling, I start to fall. If I'm falling, I stop to fall, and if it's falling, okay. Should be better like this. Oh, so is falling much faster, of course, because I update every frame. But I think I like it actually. It's it makes it more heavier. The boulder looks heavier like this. And like if I increase the velocity x, it should we should not see the stairs, I think, even if I increase the velocity x. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I think just for tuning value, 6 should be better than 8. Let's try it. Yeah, that looks better like this. All right, so let's add a variable for this, and we commit, and we will finish the stream here. So fall velocity, fall initial velocity x. I put 6 for now. Fall initial velocity x. Okay. And put it here. All right, let's commit this, and we will wrap up. So full screen. Make sure that compile. So what did we change? Yeah. So we change, we refactor a little bit the falling behavior, and yeah, we had the parameters in the map data. We just adjust the position of our boulder, and then we added parameters like a default parameters for the update. Which is here. Okay. So modify the physics function update to take an initial velocity y parameter, and modify, or let's say improve the falling behavior of the boulder to give a null vertical velocity when null initial. Okay. All right, let's commit this, and we can push. And by the way, that makes me think, well, it's really dark now, that probably, maybe, we could also give the initial velocity x in the physics update as a parameter, just to remove it from the structure, just for optimization reason. I'm not sure, but maybe it's less code, so we can try to compile and see if this optimize the code, the size of the code. Then maybe we can just remove it. It's less logical, because that means on every update I need to give the same value. But like we have done for the velocity y, we can have a default value maybe. So yeah, maybe I'm not totally sure about that, because for example, for Rick, when you want to fall, the initial velocity is different every time. So if I don't give it to the physics structure, that means Rick have to remember what was the initial velocity. So I'm maybe not sure, but that's a possible optimization. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's 1.5 for that. So we have done some progress on the boulder. I guess next is to check the vertical collision and stop the boulder when it hits something. And then when we have that, we can start to do some level design with this new item. All right, so thank you for watching. Bye bye, and see you in the next video. Bye.